closing ceremony, which has several activities lined up under it. We'll begin with remarks that will come, then we'll have the closing ceremony, including the awards for posters. And so to chair this and the remarks that will be rendered is Jeff. Remember, he's a professor of international development at London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. So he'll come over and moderate this activity. Jeff, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, Alex. And welcome, everybody. As Alex pointed out, this is the closing events of our Academy Week. I think you'll agree this has been a pretty exceptional Academy Week. I have some statistics for you, which you might be interested in. Now, this is all work in action because we're still adding up numbers, but we estimate over 350 people attend this meeting here in Lilongwe. We don't have a direct estimate of those who joined online. We had 1,200 registrants, and we'll be gathering information on how many actually came online and joined us, but obviously many, many did. Of the people who attended here in Malawi, they came from 30 different countries. 70% of them came from African countries. 179 of them came from Malawi. So I think that's a pretty good turnout, don't you? Yeah. And of course, as always, we have had a fantastic set of really good scientific papers from around the planet. And I think many have commented to me during the week, the quality gets better and better every year. There's been a particular feature this week that I'd sort of like to highlight, which has been sort of a sub-theme. And it's been a dialogue on how we as scientists can and should go beyond innovative research and its publication. Our sessions on political economy, on climate change, on intersectionality, on trade and nutrition have all exposed the urgency of food system change. And they've all challenged us as scientists to do more than just publish and come together and talk to each other, and to think of the other roles and responsibilities that we may have in society as we all work to address the climate and ecological emergency and the inequities that this is exacerbating rapidly. And this is the prize giving for the best poster. And I'd like to invite Ori Kalade to come up and lead that.
All right, hello everyone. And we had a wonderful array of posters, both here in the room next door and also online. And so I will read out the names and invite you to give them out. Is that okay? So we've got 2 prizes for the top 2 posters in person, and we've got 1 prize for the top 1 online. The first one goes to Atene Omer Ali for effects of nutrition-sensitive child-owned poultry intervention on egg intake, anthropometry, gross motor development, anemia, and morbidity status among young children in southern Ethiopia. Okay? Atene, would you like to say anything?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Yeah, sometimes words are not enough, to explain feelings. But I'm really happy, and thank you very much, all of you, for coming to me to visit, to talk with me about my research project. And I had a lot of encouraging words I received, so it was really energizing me to do more. Thank you so much. But I have one maybe comment, or I don't know, homework for all of us. I want to raise for all of you. It's about the climate change, that no one is now considering the hidden effect of climate change. We talked about the flood, the drought, and everything, but there is a hidden effect which is not visible for all of us, which is we are losing key nutrients of our staple foods due to the increased atmospheric carbon dioxide. which is not on the table of or agenda of many people. This is recently coming agenda, so the rice, wheat, barley are losing protein, iron, calcium, zinc, and they are being replaced by carbohydrate because of the atmospheric carbon dioxide. So please take this issue, read more about it, and do researches. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Atene. He almost didn't make it to the Academy Week, actually. He got his visa, I think, just 2 days or 1 day before the conference. So it's really good to see you here in person. Okay, the next prize in person goes to Lizzie Saka for a food systems approach to understanding and supporting the contribution of small pelagic fish to human diets in Malawi. And to her. Right, and the last prize for the online presenter, it's for Marco Heinzein. Does inclusion in the food environment mean better food security? Insights from the lived experiences of communities in Thailand and Laopedia. Let's give him a hand. Thank you. I'll invite Alex up.
Deputy Vice Chancellor of Luana, Dr. Agnes Mwangwela, who will officially close the ANH Academy 2023. Senior officials of the government of Malawi from various sectors, our colleagues from Imana, the ANH Academy, London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, participating scientists from all over the world, all of you who are in person or online participating in the 2023 ANH Academy Week. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Friday, and Friday is the end of the working week in this country, and I believe in many countries as well around the world. Why does Friday come? Friday comes so that Saturday may then pop in, so that we may go and rest our bodies, refresh our minds, get rejuvenated, and return on Monday to work. Today tends to be also the end of the month of June, June 30th. Why should June come to an end? It must come to an end so that July can come. Today is the end of the first half of year 2023, and indeed it must come to an end today so that we begin the second half of year 2023. And interestingly, therefore, today is the last day of ANH Academy 2023. Does it mean that we don't have agenda issues to discuss? We still have, but we need to take a break, return to our homes, to our countries, to our workplaces, to refresh our minds because we have received a lot, to reflect on the sharings that we have had together, and indeed to let everything sink in, recharge, so that we can attend the ANH Academy 2024. And that's why Dr. Agnes Mwangwela, Deputy Vice Chancellor of Luana, is here to ensure that we do not continue transacting this ANH business after today, because we need to rest and return to our homes and be with our families. And I take pleasure in inviting her, therefore, to come and ensure that this is officially closed, so that if anyone continues with the ANH Academy, they're doing so at their own risk. Dr. Agnes Mwangwela, please come over the stage. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I would like to recognize our keynote speaker, Anita Chitaye, the representatives of the ANH Academy, Sunita and Joe, senior government officials here in present, distinguished researchers and academicians, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. I'm greatly honored to be here to preside over the closing ceremony of this 8th Annual Agriculture, Nutrition and Health Academy Week. Over this week, we have witnessed a remarkable gathering of over 500 individuals here and also those that have joined us online. This has included students, researchers, practitioners, and policymakers from Malawi and the worldwide. Throughout the week, it was intriguing to note that panelists and discussants for each plenary session came from different organizations and universities across the globe to demonstrate the power of collaboration and partnerships. Of course, it cannot go without mentioning the innovative mini poster presentations in which scientific evidence gathered over years was effectively communicated. I met one of the poster presenters this morning, and they were really very appreciative that they were accorded the 1 minute that they had the limelight to share their research, because in some cases, posters are sidelined as you pass by, you go and see. But the fact that all our poster presenters were given that opportunity, it is something that is really very much appreciated. This gathering has shown how united we are to drive the agenda of eliminating all forms of malnutrition, promoting the well-being of populations and the planet through collaborative efforts. This display of collective dedication is truly impressive and inspirational, and the breadth and depth of expertise that was present in this room have undoubtedly contributed to the advancement of scientific understanding in this field. All these discussions, the importance of interdisciplinary approaches in tackling the complex challenges we face today, we saw how the convergence of various disciplines can foster groundbreaking research towards transformative change. As you all know, Malawi is an agricultural economy with over 60% of the workforce employed in the agriculture sector. Therefore, making agriculture work for food security and nutrition and health is a key priority for our country. I would like to highlight the remarkable progress that Malawi has achieved in the recent years. Through dedicated efforts and innovative approaches, the country has made significant strides towards improving food security. According to recent data, Malawi has witnessed a substantial increase in agricultural production with a steady rise in crop yields and a decrease in post-harvest losses. This progress can be attributed to a range of initiatives, including the implementation of sustainable farming practices, the promotion of climate-smart agriculture, and the adoption of improved seed varieties. Furthermore, Malawi's initiatives in social protection and safety nets have played a crucial role in enhancing food security by implementing programs such as Affordable Input Program. The country has successfully increased smallholder farmers' access to agricultural input, thereby boosting their productivity and incomes. The National Social Support Program has also made significant strides in targeting vulnerable populations and providing them with the necessary support to ensure food security. As you are aware, we cannot be talking of food security if we are not involving and including everyone. In the spirit of sustainable development goals, we don't leave anyone behind. However, despite these remarkable achievements, Malawi continues to face numerous challenges in its quest for sustainable food security. One of the pressing issues is the climate change, which poses a significant threat to agricultural productivity. Erratic weather patterns, prolonged droughts, and increased pest infestation have become more frequent and undermining the efforts that are being made in the agriculture sector. Therefore, I am heartened to learn that in this conference, we had deep dived into these challenges and discussed importance of anticipatory action to avert devastating impacts of crisis, such as the one we saw earlier in the year through the tropical cyclone Freddy. As you discussed in this conference, ecological and people-centered food production and distribution remain important for Malawi. The key of balancing these approaches, such as agroecology with infrastructure and irrigation development, and we look forward to experts in Malawi and worldwide to provide robust evidence-based solutions so that the country can realize its vision of Malawi 2063. Reducing food loss at production level and post-harvest level remains a challenge as well for the country. This hampers our progress in ensuring affordable and safe food for our people. Further, we need to ensure nutritious diets that are affordable and safe throughout the year for everyone. And this is something that our government is committed to. And it is good to hear that through this conference, we had sessions on equity, right to food, and trade and experiences. And that data is showing what works and what does not work to consider as an appropriate approach for Malawi, so that we can be able to overcome these obstacles and that no one in Malawi can go hungry. I would like also to take this opportunity to congratulate Luana and the Malawi Nutrition Monitoring and Evaluation Research and Surveillance Technical Working Group for bringing this scientific exchange to Malawi, which has a long tradition of scientific collaboration of world-class excellence, and that Malawian researchers have also offered solutions, not just for our country, but for the rest of the world. Therefore, this week is a highlight in our calendar, and we are very proud that we had this conference here in Lilongwe. Let us all commit to working together across sectors as researchers, practitioners, and policymakers, leveraging our collective expertise and resources so that we can build a sustainable, inclusive, and resilient food system for the people of Malawi. As I conclude, I would like to indicate that personally, I'm also delighted that we had such a big conference here that was attended by global experts in nutrition, agriculture, and particularly that it took place in Africa and specifically here in Malawi. You may know that having such a global conference in Africa, it minimizes the barriers for African researchers to face in order to participate in international conferences. I believe that if we had held this conference somewhere else, not so many of my fellow Malawian scientists would have participated as they have done in this conference. So I really commend the team for organizing this conference and giving the platform to scientists on the continent that they could as well participate on this global stage. Therefore, let me take this opportunity to thank the ANH team, specifically Sunita and Joe, for leading the organization of the ANH Week. Let me also thank all the international delegates for coming to Malawi. It is my hope that you have experienced the warm heart of Africa, and as you go, you take that warmth with you. And that even before you leave, you may have had a time to pass by our lake and maybe try our famous chambo fish, which we continue to be proud of, even though we know we are facing challenges also with the fish that is silently disappearing, but we are still proud of it. Lastly, let me thank all the Malawian delegates who attended this academy for your participation, and I wish all the scientists, the researchers, the farmers, everyone who participated in this conference, I wish you all the success as you continue with your work to make sure that we have a sustainable food system. And with these few remarks, I'm declaring that the 8th Agriculture, Nutrition and Health Academy Week is officially closed. Thank you.